Welcome to Interviewing the Legends with Ray Shasho. Our special guest today is Annie Haslam, the voice of Renaissance.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Interviewing the Legends. I'm your host, Ray Shasho. Renaissance, the legendary symphonic rock band featuring Annie Haslam, will be back in the U.S. playing select dates from October 17th through October 31st. This will mark 54 years since the formation of the band and its 16th consecutive year of touring since its reactivation in 2009. Renaissance leader and vocalist Annie Haslam remarked that we are very proud but sad to announce our Ingratitude farewell tour. Where did the time go? Indeed. Looking back over the years, I believe we have made history in the worlds of progressive rock and symphonic rock. The upcoming shows will include stunning arrangements of Ocean Gypsy, Northern Lights, Forever Changing, Mother Russia, Carpet of the Sun, Ashes Are Burning, and other favorite classics. Ms. Haslam will be joined on stage by longtime musical associate Ray Shasho on piano, along with Mark Lampert on guitars and vocals, Jeffrey Langley on keyboards, vocals, Frank Pagano on drums and percussion vocals, and John Galgano on bass. Renaissance is a band with a rich history unique to themselves as progressive rock pioneers who rose from the ashes of the seminal UK rock band, the Yardbirds. The band has toured throughout the world and has performed at Carnegie Hall with the New York Philharmonic Orchestra and at the Royal Albert Hall with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra and Royal Chorale Society. Renaissance had a top 10 hit in the UK with their song Northern Lights that still demands airplay to this day. Please welcome the legendary voice of symphonic/prog rock group Renaissance, Annie Haslam, to Interviewing the Legends. Hello, Annie.
Hi.
When I received one of the great Billy James of Glass Onion PR's email announcing Renaissance Ingratitude Farewell Tour 2024, I immediately contacted Billy. I said, I must talk to Annie. It is definite, true that this is it as far as touring?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a lot of responsibility, really, for me. It's, it's time. I mean, it's, my voice is still strong.
Yes.
But it's different for a woman to go on stage than for a man,
right.
as well.
Right.
I mean, men just go on and they don't. Well, they do. Some do wear makeup, and it looks great. It was a difficult decision. Unfortunately, we lost touring in 23 because all of a sudden everybody wanted to tour again, and all the shows that we were normally booking had all gone. There was nothing left, and so the agent said, well, I can get some clubs for you. I said, no,
yeah,
I'm not going to go out, no, it wouldn't have worked. And so, we waited, and, earlier this year, I did that thing with Rick Wakeman, which is great. So I was, like a guest appearance. So something like that I might do in the future. As well, actually, I'm doing it this weekend with Asia, as you know. So,
yeah.
But yes, the band has to. It's just it's a shame because being over here, I think that if we'd been in England, which I moved from, obviously, I think there would have been a lot more work for us, and we could have gone over to Europe easily. There would have, but being over here. It kind of harmed the band a little bit, I think, but we did well. I mean, Michael and I put it back together. We had amazing time in the 70s.
I wanted to mention that the tour starts in New York City, right at the town hall.
I know.
Yeah. How
I
come?
know a show in New York. We
Yeah.
can't get anything, you know, because we're limited. We've been limited because we got 6 people in the band. If we wanted to,
Right.
we just don't. There's not enough money to pay, you know, to pay for everything. The
I
expense.
know.
That's why, you know, we have these amazing Indiegogo campaigns, and we're just about to start one actually.
The last campaign you did for the live album was incredible. I saw that. I went there. The pledges were pretty good. I
Yeah,
think it was over $60,000 or something like that.
look what I've got here.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
Signed by the original band, signed by everybody.
Really? Wow.
Everybody on the front. John Camp's on the back there.
Oh, wow.
We can talk about that, or we talk about it now, whenever. Do you want
Yeah.
to bring it later?
That's part of the pledge,
It's going to be a pledge.
the future pledge.
It's going to be one of the pledges. It's going to be we're hoping it's going to go live next week, early next week. And it's to raise funds for to record it. We're not going to film it because since the pandemic, the prices are just reached completely, you know. So we'll be recording it for a double CD like we did the Legacy CD. And so it's to raise funds so we can do that, and that'll be the final chapter in the band.
You know, it's a shame you couldn't end the tour in England, you know?
Well, you know, it's just not possible. It's all down to finance. It's heartbreaking, really.
Yeah. Unless
some angel, you know, sponsor comes along, investor, that would be wonderful.
I'll spread the word.
I mean, send out the word.
Yeah.
Universe. I put it out. Whatever you know, I'm just going to accept whatever it is. You know, it's an absolutely incredible life.
You've had a good run for a progressive symphonic rock band. You've had a great run.
Yeah, we have. We had some, you know, spaces where, you know, when Mickey and I, and John. Actually, it was Mickey and I and John were doing the acoustic things. And then when that ended, you know, there was a break then, wasn't there? Then I did my solo album for Epic Records. That was an amazing experience. And yeah, a lot of things along the way, you know, with my solo career, as most people know, you know, that know Renaissance. And yeah, I guess we didn't get back together actually until 2009, wasn't it? And Mickey Dunford's, Michael Dunford's son, William, said, "Dad, why don't you get the band back together?" You know, and so he called me up, and I thought, "Oh God, he's going to ask me again," you know. And he said, "I've got something to ask you." I said, "No, no. I know what you're going to say." And I said, if John Scher, who was our manager in the 70s, would be willing to take us on, then I'll do it. Right. And so I didn't think there was a hope in hell. He's a busy man, you know, and he's, I just didn't think he'd want to go backwards, really, you know, with us. And he said yes. And I thought, oh, bugger.
That's funny.
And in the end, you know, we tried to get everybody together, and unfortunately, different circumstances happened, and then everybody dropped out. Yeah, except me and Mick. And then you know, we talked to each other, and I said, "Oh God, we got to tell John now that there's only the two of us, and we're going to get a band." And I'd already got a following because my solo work. Right. I was playing the Renaissance stuff, so we had a fan club, and you know, quite a really big following. And so he knew that he'd done his homework, John. He said, "No, I'll take the chance. I think we should do it." So we got my band. It was my band that we used, and it became a 6-piece band. There's
about you know, your solo stuff. It Snows in Heaven too was an incredible album for Christmas. It was. I loved it, and your Ave Maria was beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
You know, this Christmas, that's all I'm going to listen to is that album.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous. Yeah, I do have some copies if anybody's interested. I do have some. I'll probably take them to the shows. Yeah, I didn't know it's a great album. Oh, as is Still Life.
It's I wish I could see that live.
Yeah.
And still one of my favorite albums is Annie in Wonderland.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, actually, so I just put a couple of weeks ago I put up you know, I found it on Google search. It just came up with my name, and it was this video. It was Roy was interviewed for a program in England called, I think it was called The Producer, something like that, and it was his show, right? He was, and it was like nationwide. This show went. I'm sorry, I'm getting really hot now, so I'm pushing my hair back. I went and listened. It was long, at least an hour and a half, I think. It was a long show, but you know, Roy's very funny, you know. And have you seen that clip? I
think I did. Yeah.
When he talks about, you know, he couldn't find this Russian instrument, so what he did, he used the strings on a piano and some Allen keys.
Wow.
And I mean, and the thing is, he's very clever.
He is clever.
Things like that, very clever.
Yeah.
Very clever. And I learned a lot from him, you know, re-singing and everything. But
he helped you out a lot in that album too, didn't he? With Annie in Wonderland.
Oh, well, he was with you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, he was a great producer, and he was my fiance at the time.
Right.
So we were very close, obviously. I mean, sometimes people can't work together.
I know.
But no, we have the same sense of humor. Thank goodness. You know, it's ridiculous. A bit like Rick Wakeman, you know. I mean, so
he's funny.
They can't. But I mean, I love Rick Wakeman's humor. I could listen to it forever. You know?
Me too.
So yeah, no, a fantastic album it was. And then I remember when Roy, when he was doing the artwork for it, and I had to take it, he was up like late at night, all through the night he did it to finish it.
Really?
And I had to take it down, drive down to London to get it somewhere by 12 o'clock to get it to the presses, right? So go into the room, and he's just finishing up. And I said, "Where's the White Rabbit?" I might have told you that before. Have I told you that before? I said, "Where's the White Rabbit?" He said, "Oh, tell everybody he's in swimming."
That's funny.
Yeah, he's he's got a sense of humor that nobody else has.
He doesn't like the limelight too much, does he?
Not so much, no. Not really. Quite private. Oops.
You don't see him too much around there. You know, I'd love to have him on the show, but you can't get a hold of him.
No, funny enough, I can't either now. I don't know what happened. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get hold of, but if I do, I will.
Okay.
Because it's a great show.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's but there's some of the things he come up with were amazing. You know, he with his band, and I won't go into it because I'm giving away his ideas as well.
Well, he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, of course, with the ELO. You know, yeah. Very, very smart musician, and
it's funny. Somebody posted a picture of me of playing that cello. It comes up in that video. They did a great job with that video. I loved it.
Yeah,
that was on my Facebook page.
Yeah.
And they put that they cropped that picture of me playing the cello and had it floating across the street. People are writing and saying, "We didn't know you played the cello. That's amazing! Oh, you're so talented."
Annie, I'm going to ask you some rapid, quick questions, and you can give me real short answers. Okay. Okay. It's about your career. All right. First of all, are you ready?
Yep.
Your favorite venue?
Carnegie Hall.
Carnegie Hall. Favorite city or country?
I always have to say Brazil. I know I was there a few hundred years ago, you know.
Yeah. You were talking about Brazil last time we talked. You love Brazil. Yeah. I would love to go to Brazil. Maybe that might be my next trip. I don't know. Could be. Favorite career memory? Your favorite memory in your career?
Oof. Oh God, that's a quick one. Meeting Joan Baez.
Oh, Joan Baez. Okay.
I started off singing her songs.
Really?
I had all her records, and I got to see her at the Electric Factory in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
It was just after my hair was starting to grow back, actually, after the chemo, you know, and I'd
Right.
breast cancer. And I was with Ed Sharkey
Hmm.
and my ex-husband, Mark, I think. And I took some flowers and I was backstage and I had a picture taken. I was speechless. I don't know what to say.
That's funny.
What to say, and she was so beautiful, and she
Yeah.
said, "Oh, I know who you are."
That's cool.
You know, it was like, oh my God, I'm getting choked up now. Like it's amazing, you know,
Yeah.
and meeting all these people that you see when you're a
Oh
child.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How about happiest times?
Oh gosh. I would say with the band, you know, from when I joined 1971 till
Mm-hmm.
79, I think. Yeah, I think, you know, we did such a lot, and we had a lot of fun and traveled all over the place. Some places we didn't, but managed to do that in my solo career, which is great.
Sure.
But yeah, I think, thinking about it, I would say that because I was very fortunate to join a band that was unique
Mm-hmm.
like that, and it fitted me perfectly.
It did.
I didn't know what I was looking for. I didn't know what was going to happen. I started off in a cabaret group, and you know, listening to Joan Baez. I didn't play an instrument or anything. But I would say that those times were absolutely amazing.
I
remember when we got on-
talked to Jim McCarty a couple of times.
Oh
been on
my
the show.
God.
He says I always seem to start bands and then leave.
He's great. What a great guy he is.
He is a good guy.
Yeah, I remember that the different. We went on a play. Came over here, and I think we were flying Pan Am or TWA. You know.
Yeah.
And you know, we all like it. When we used to get on the plane, the first thing you do is order a drink. You know, because they weren't free then. I don't know if they're free again now or not. Some planes have them free, don't they? And others you've got to pay. But anyway, so Mickey particularly, and John, but mainly Mickey, just likes to drink a little bit. No, he wasn't alcoholic or anything like that.
Yeah.
But when we were on the plane, we were so excited that, and we get off, and I would get off, but I doubt whether there was a tipsy. But I remember one day we were really worried about Mickey. Get on that plane, because he was giggling and stuff like that. Oh, we thought, oh God, they're not going to let him in. You know, said, you know, but I keep a straight face, Mick, please. You know, and of course you tell somebody to do that, and they just start laughing. But some amazing memories. I mean, playing at the Albert Hall.
Right.
And listening to, because before we did that, I'd never heard Prologue as the overture for an orchestra. And I was in my dressing room and I thought, what the hell is that? I was so wrapped up in the show. I mean, and what I was doing in the show, you know, apart from the fact there was a choir as well, you know, the choral society or whatever it was. And I thought, oh my God, that was phenomenal to hear that. I think Lou Clark did the arrangement for that, didn't he? And Harry Rabinowitz was the conductor. Wow. He was a very famous conductor who had a soft spot for me, I think. And he was a lovely guy. Yeah. And wow, what an experience to play there. And we sold it out. You know, a lot of people sell it out now, you know. I know Steve Hackett does. Yes, usually do, you know. It's just a great venue now, isn't it, for people?
It's fantastic.
Yeah. You want to go down in history. Everybody, you know, you feel like you're going down and come in history if you go to a concert.
Yeah. Any regrets or anything you would have done differently in your career?
No, I wouldn't change anything.
Not change anything.
No, because I probably wouldn't be here now talking to you.
Yeah.
I might not be painting.
Yeah. Annie, what else do you have to say about the
Well,
tour? About
the tour, yeah, we're starting an Indiegogo campaign
okay,
very soon, hopefully next week,
good.
and you know, we need people to help us raise the funds to record and
Good.
manufacture our very last album, you know, CDs. Yeah, it's it sounds weird saying that, but yeah, and we've done these before, the pledge thing, and it's been wonderful, the turnout. People help, and they've been part of it, and there's a lot of things I've got here I can show. What about this then? I'll show you this.
Oh wow.
I bought this to learn the songs, all the songs on it. And I learned Island, of course, that's the one that got me the job. And so I'm letting this go. The cover could be in better condition. And I don't know why it's in this condition, because I'm very pristine with all my albums and things like that.
Yeah.
But it's a big piece of history, and it's
Sure.
this
Look at that.
the gatefold with everybody
Yeah.
in it. And yeah, Jim was hot then, wasn't he? Well, he's pretty hot now. Good looking man, you know. And then the other one, where's the other one? I have the other one here a minute ago. Oh, it's here, it's right here.
Yep.
So
That's
this
a
is
classic picture.
my
Right
copy of Ashes Are Burning from 1973. And
Yep.
it's signed on the front, and it's
Beautiful.
John Paul signed on the back.
That's great.
Yeah, it's got the it's in good condition. You know, I took it and got it cleaned and everything, the album. So it's old, isn't it? What's the number of it? Then I think, well, hello, Annie. You know, flipping heck.
Yeah, I can think back, it's 1973, like it was yesterday, you know. That's
So it's a poster from 2011, but it's got Michael's signature on it.
nice.
And my
Very
signature.
nice.
That's
I see
one.
it.
That's one
Yeah.
of the pages. Can you see it? You see it? Yeah. And then of course there's
Great items.
tell you a good thing that we did the last time round that was brilliant. Brunch with Annie Haslam. I don't know who she is, but I think I'm going. I'm definitely going to get one of those pledges. We had so much fun. Never stopped laughing. Oh, good Lord. 20 of us. Yeah. But yeah, but so I'm looking forward to these two shows.
Good.
Well, coming up with Asia,
Yep.
which is this weekend, isn't it? So Friday and Saturday. And we'll see. I mean, as you said earlier, you know, some people finish their, you know, a band, and then suddenly all kinds of things happen.
Yeah. I think they will happen for you too. I think there's going to be another chapter opening up.
Yeah, I think I hope so. I still, my voice is still here.
It's fantastic.
And the will is still there, you know. I still have the will. And but I love painting also. It's difficult to do the both at the same time, but
Annie, you're blessed. I mean, I just saw Celine Dion's documentary. Did you see that?
Bless her.
Oh my God, it was so sad, wasn't it?
God, heartbreaking and amazing to let everybody see. I think, you know, some people probably think, oh, she's do anything for money or whatever. You don't know what people think.
Exactly.
But she was doing it to help people, to show, you know, that these things can happen out of the blue, and you've got to be, you know.
I give her so much respect for doing that.
Oh yeah.
You know, I really do.
Oh my God.
But like, you know, Linda Ronstadt, she can't sing anymore. Neil Diamond, he's got Parkinson's, you know. A lot of these wonderful people that, you know, and the other thing, I interviewed Keith Emerson,
Oh, I met him once. What a love.
I know, lovely guy. We had beautiful conversation. He couldn't play anymore, and that's all they care about. It's like a singer. That's all you care about is singing, like Celine Dion.
Yeah, that's why I'm blessed because I can paint, and I love
paint, and you can still sing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The painting was but you either get it or you don't. I don't think there's an in between with my art.
Right.
It's like my voice, maybe. Like this mother of this fan. Oh, turn it off.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Oh my God. Yeah.
That's like Elvis Presley with Robert Goulet. He shot the television every time he came on television. He couldn't stand Robert Goulet.
Shot the television.
He shot the television.
It's good to have your hand in all that
Sure.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's bloody hell. At least I didn't. Did I?
Exactly.
And usually just because they love music, and and if they love the band as well, then it's a perfect machine. I went to see Dolly Parton quickly, and I did a painting for her, and I told you all that story, didn't I? And I went to the show, and I met her backstage and everything. But her love for her band and everybody, that it was this giant, is this huge family. It was just, I've never felt anything.
Yeah.
In a huge room, actually backstage, but you could feel it. It was that everybody was connected with this really desire and love for Dolly and admiration. And they went out there, and the show was unbelievable.
Yeah, I love Dolly. She's so cool.
Oh my God, she does some great stuff. Yeah, well, thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you, Annie. Good luck on the tour. Okay, take care of yourself before the tour. Well, I just want to mention real quick, thank you, Billy and Glass Onion PR, for arranging this interview with Annie.
Thank you, Billy.
Thank you, Billy. I want to say you can purchase Renaissance The Legacy Tour album from 2022. That's available. That's a great album. It's a double live audio CD.
That's right.
You can get that now. It's got great music on that. Also, Toscani, the remaster of that fantastic album, that's available too. I guess they go to Amazon or just go to your website, right?
They come to the website for the Legacy Tour.
The Legacy Tour, right?
Just go online and search for the others. Yeah.
www.renaissancetouring.com. That's a Renaissance.
Come if they want to look at my paintings.
Yes.
I've got more to put up. Once I get probably in a month's time, I'm sure I'll have all this new artwork to put up as well.
Annie, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Ray. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Have a great time on the tour, okay?
Yeah, I will.
It's going to be wonderful.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much.
All right. Take care.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us on another episode of Interviewing the Legends with Ray Shasho.